Hey, so I've been meaning to put this video up for a couple days. I've been really busy since the Big Time Rush and Cody concert, which was last Sunday on September 16th in Vancouver. And I was Logan Henderson's worldwide girl. It was like so amazing. It was inexplicable. I couldn't believe it. And I didn't have any Big Time Rush VIP whatsoever. I had Cody VIP, which was really awesome. He's such a gentleman and he's like really cute. And anyway, so I had this sign, and during If I Ruled the World, when they went into the audience, we're row 17, we're on James and Logan's side, and Logan stopped like really pretty far in front of us, and I was like, oh no, he's never going to see my sign, because there's a security guard right by me. But I put my sign out like in the aisle, so if someone walked by they could see it. Well, Logan gets off his box, and he walks right by it, and he's smacking everyone's hands. And when he gets to me, he like grabs my hand and he's not looking, and then he turns and he like looks at my sign and he like scans it, so he's like, and then he's like, that's amazing. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I saw it. And then he like kept walking, and then I held it up during CoverGirl, and when they were picking, he was on the other side of the stage. And I was like, oh no, he's probably gonna pick from over there. And then he came to my side of the stage, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was holding it up high. And he was bending down, and I thought he was picking from the front row or something. So then there's like so many security guards going past us on the row, and so I was holding up my sign, and then a security guard comes like, put down your sign. So I put down my sign, and he like pulls me up to the stage, and then Logan's at the bottom of the stairs waiting for me, and he's like, hi, what's your name? And I was like, Christina, and I was like, thanks so much for picking me, and he's like, no problem, my pleasure. And when we get up on the top of the stage, I was like, can I get a picture? And I still had my camera in my hand. And he's like, yeah, sure. So I take the picture. And he's like, are you nervous? And I'm like, no, I'm not nervous, which I wasn't. So when we get to the stools, he's like, yeah, this is my friend Christina. And I was taking a picture like this of the audience. And then he's like, you're such a picture taker. That's so cool. You should take one of the audience. So I took one of the audience, and then he was explaining to me how when you see the first couple rows, like when the lights are off and then all the rest is black, and it's true, it's like, it's so weird because you can't see anything, and I've seen that before, but it was just like such a big arena. And then they're like, yeah, these girls are going to sing worldwide for you. And I knew they were joking, but I was like, oh, might as well. So I was like, worldwide, and I didn't know how loud it was actually, and you could actually hear it. And then James leans over and he's like, wow, I'm impressed. And then Logan's like, yeah, she actually went for it. It's actually pretty good. So then they started singing or doing like the ooh thing. And then when the second verse comes along, he like offers his hand, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I put my hand in his hand, and we're like just looking at each other, and he's like always like during the chorus, he's like nudge me or like point at me or something. And then when everyone else was singing, he put his arm around me, and he leans over and he's like, well, you're gonna help me sing this next part. And I was like, okay. And it was just like a little chunk, and we were like singing together, and he'd like always like give the mic to me like this, and he would let me sing. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. But I couldn't hear myself. I don't think I was tone deaf. I thought I was singing on the right key, but you never know because it was just so loud. And he kept going, are you okay, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. And then Logan's solo comes up at the very end, which is like my favorite part, and he offers his hand again, and so we're like looking at each other the whole time he was singing, and then he goes to kiss me, and I wasn't expecting it, and he like, my whole head moves, he's like this, and I was like, oh my gosh, and I was like, ah, and then he's like, that wasn't so bad, was it? And I was like, no, it wasn't, no. And then I see Kendall and James get up from the stool right after he kisses me, and they like hug the girls and like point to where they're gonna go, and Logan and I just like get off the stool and we hug, and he's like, did you have fun? And I was like, yeah, thanks so much. After we hugged, he was trying to tell me something, and I had no idea what he was saying because it was so loud in there that I was just nodding and like, yeah, thanks and everything, because I had no idea. And then he like led me off the stage, like had her arm around me, and he like led me off the stage, and I went down the stairs. And I was like, oh my gosh, I thought that was happened. Also, there's girls who were saying stuff like, oh, Logan's Worldwide Girl didn't sing or didn't look at him or smile. And I'm like, yeah, I did. And it's just like when you're up there, it's like you're in shock, kind of. Like, I wasn't nervous at all, but it was kind of like shocking to be up there. And I think some people have this idea in their head that a fan is like you have to freak out and cry and like go and everything. Like, it's just, I'm not that kind of person. Like, even when I met Cody Simpson, I didn't do that. And I just don't freak out because it's just not me. I just don't do that kind of stuff. But it doesn't mean that I didn't enjoy it. Like, it was the best thing ever, like, that ever happened to me. I'm not kidding. So yeah, I just don't think that I get to like freak out or be crying or do anything. So this was my Worldwide Girl experience video, and I hope you know that all the fans or whoever's at their concert supporting them do deserve to be up there, whether you won this tour or last tour or an upcoming tour. You all deserve to be up there and see the view that me and all the other Worldwide Girls saw. It was just amazing. So yeah, bye.